It's Shaka B and Mafioso, the done down, the coldest ninja with a nunchuck swinger behind his back, aka Shaka Black, aka Shaka B and aka Shaka Fuego, aka Shaka Flame, man. And listen, bro, we got some new cyberpunk coming on, man. It's a new cyberpunk update. You know what I mean? So let's get into this cyberpunk update, see what's going on, bro. See what it's talking about. I've been hearing a lot of stuff in the streets about cyberpunk, or in the blogs and whatnot, about new things getting added to cyberpunk. So I really still haven't even played through the Phantom Liberty yet. So let's see what it's talking about.
Free wheels. Let me just chill a sec.
It said new vehicle. Hey, I'm glad they coming out with all this before I even do the Phantom Liberty, bro. Cause it's gonna be more stuff. I always felt like the game it's like they spent more time getting the game to where it needed to be, instead of making the game the best it could possibly be. You know what I'm saying? And I always hated that.
Free wheels. Let me just chill a sec.
Good morning, V. Thank you for choosing Fidelity.
I mean, they added so much stuff to the Phantom Liberty, bro. I'm finna just do a gameplay breakdown. I ain't gonna lie. Well, I got the time to do it. I need to just get into Cyberpunk, break it down, go crazy. You feel me? Because I really love that game, man. That game is really dope. It came out bad, but I mean, that's so in the past now. It's one of the best games. They got photo mode. Hey, you know what I need? That reminds me, I need to find something to make Rockstar Editor, bro, because Rockstar Editor is super dope when you get it. Rockstar Editor. What is it like? Just more additions? Let me see. Let's keep going.
The Cyberpunk 2077 updates continue, this time with patch 2.3 releasing July 17th on everything but Nintendo Switch 2, which will come at a later date. Referred to as the More to Discover update during CD Projekt Red's livestream, it's a patch intended to bring, in their words, novelty and fresh air to Cyberpunk, with a heavy focus on vehicles, new ways to traverse the world, and a ton of options in photo mode. As with any big patch,
I haven't even updated my Cyberpunk, bro. I bought Phantom Liberty and never played it, bro.
There's a chance this update could break a bunch of mods, so just be aware when installing.
Damn. They got some dope new
3 new
vehicles.
cars and 1 motorcycle are being added in this update. These include a crossover with the Cyberpunk 2077 Kickdown comic book, which was teased in the final pages, the Yaiba Simamaru.
Yo, Cyberpunk Edge Runners was super dope. I'm not gonna even lie.
There's also the first armored sports car, the Rayfield Caliber and Mordred, and in their words, a weaponized big-ass truck, the Chevillon Legatus 450 Aquila. All these vehicles are attainable through new quests, and can be customized with the new paint options we're about to go over, other than the truck, which you can get from the auto fixer and can't be painted for lore reasons. These quests will be gated behind progress of particular other quest lines, as well as previous fixer purchases, the specifics for which are all in the patch notes. Thankfully, these new quests won't affect your 100% completion rating, nor are they required for trophy or achievement hunters.
You know what's crazy? I used to watch, back in the day, I used to watch X-Play, and the biggest thing was to get 100% completion. I used to always think you completed the game when you beat the main story. I've never been the type to go back and get 100% completion. But I mean, it's possible if you use the internet and stuff. Back then, we had Game Informer mags or game strategy magazines, stuff like that. That's how you get 100% completion back in the day, was the game strategy magazines. They used to cost some money. I'm not even lying to you. They used to cost some money.
Not only will you have new vehicles to unlock, there's also 2 new ways to get around Night City. The first is Auto Drive, As long as you're on a road, you can choose a point on the map to have your current vehicle drive itself all the way to your destination. If you have no point selected, you can simply hold down the button shown in the bottom left of your screen, and your car will free roam with no destination in mind. Auto Drive also includes a cinematic camera, so you can take in the sights and the ambiance in new ways. Just don't expect to get to your destination quickly, as the Auto Drive feature will opt to follow the rules of the road, even stopping at red lights. Who needs screensavers when you have an auto-driving dystopian simulator? The devs did note that there's a small chance to still be attacked on the road while auto-driving in free roam, but they tried to tune things so that it wouldn't be an annoyingly common occurrence. And speaking of auto-driving, you can now request the services of Delamain taxis. As long as you finish the Don't Lose Your Mind job, you can request they drive you anywhere you want.
You would think they would have been added that since Delamain went crazy and stuff like that. And I remember the quest where you had to help him. I think he got hacked or something like that, or he went evil or something. Something happened with Delamain, bro.
As long as you're on a road. When in the menu to call vehicles, after completing the job and receiving the message from Delamain, you can select Delamain Cab. The new cinematic camera is also available while taking a cab, and photo mode is usable during both taxi rides and auto drive. But what's the point of driving with a cinematic camera if you don't like the look of your ride? Thankfully, many more color options and the ability to customize more of the available car brands, and now motorcycles, are coming in this update.
At this point, they milking it. You know what I'm saying? They milking it. They should have been, it should have been way more DLCs. They had, when they finally got the finished product, it was so good, man. But I guess
as of the release of 2.3, 32 different vehicles can be customized, with 205 generic paint jobs and 168 unique paint jobs added to the traffic. In Universe, these options come to lower-end brands by way of a hacker, letting you bootleg your way into fancier paint for non-fancy vehicles. Photo mode options are probably the other biggest updates in this patch. A ton of new features are being added, including a new tab for customizing the time of day and the current weather, 27 new NPCs with customizable
I know GTA 6 better have a crazy cinematic mode, bro.
Outfits that can be added to shots, wardrobe changes for V based on your previously saved wardrobes, and the option to skip around in the timeline to line up the perfect action shot. During the Red stream, they were particularly excited about the Look at Camera feature, which allows you to change just the eyes of the various characters without changing their current pose. These changes also come with tweaks to lighting, frames, quote overlays, and more. On PC, FSR 3.1 frame generation is coming with a new update, with FSR 4 being added when their compatible AMD graphics cards receive their accompanying patch. Intel XeSS 2.0 with frame generation is also being added for compatible hardware, as well as HDR10 Plus for compatible GPUs and monitors. For console,
one thing that this game didn't have at first was a lot of optimization, and it was just like, it would bog down any computer.
VRR support has finally been added to the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions. And finally, Cyberpunk is coming to Mac systems with Apple Silicon. According to their patch notes, if you already own Cyberpunk on GOG, Steam, or the Epic Game Store, you can play it on any compatible Mac device. But you can otherwise purchase it through the Mac App Store or other PC storefronts. And cross-progression is of course available. So what do you think? Are these changes enough to get you back into Night City?
I don't think this is enough to get you back into Night City, but I do think it's enough. I think it's something cool for the hardcore Cyberpunk fans because, it is some hardcore Cyberpunk fans. I really love Cyberpunk. I feel like the story ended too quick. So I haven't gotten into the expansion, but I will. And I think it's just more quality of life stuff. At this point in time, they got the game to a playable version, way past playable now, and they're just kind of tweaking it. And hopefully they do a whole new update or a DLC or come up with a Cyberpunk 2 where they worked out the kinks of whatever happened the first time, and they just build off of this. And, they can start getting... It's better than... For an open world sandbox game, one of the best, besides GTA, of course. And they're always going to get paired to GTA. But they haven't fell into the trap that Saints Row fell into, where they managed to differentiate and add something new enough to where they're not getting compared to Grand Theft Auto, even though we know that it comes off the same idea, I guess. So it's pretty dope. I like it. It doesn't feel like Grand Theft Auto. I wish the driving was. I wish they would improve the mechanics on the driving more. But other than that, man, it's pretty dope to me. Y'all let me know what y'all think. It's Shaka being that mafioso, the done doubted coldest ninja with a nunchuck swing behind his back, aka Shaka Black, aka Shaka Fuego, aka Shaka Flame, man. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know what y'all think, bruh. Peace.